Hello, everyone. Um, Today, uh, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I wanted to make another track because I see people are watching my tutorials, um, and that's cool. That's awesome. That means you guys are getting value out of everything. So, I had an idea for a pluck melody. We're just gonna uh, do a song from scratch. Now you'll hear me play splice samples in the background, maybe. I'm not sure. Um, but I can make a video to explain how to build a song with just splice samples and a little bit of music theory knowledge. If that's something y'all are interested in, please let me know. Um, but here we go. And when you're making melodies, it's helpful to play an A part and a B part. Like the B part would be going up to the E. I've just been doing this for so long. Like it's really hard to explain my process, but I'm gonna try my best. So here we go. And it's a fun fact that the songs that I start with a melody first, I tend to like way more than the songs I start with drums or a bass line. It just feels empty if you start from drums and bass. I mean, yeah, it'll groove well together, but that's not that's not the kind of music I make, or at least the kind of dance music that I like to make. Um, Dance music follows a very specific drum pattern depending on what genre you do. Uh, but yeah. And if it ever gets to the point where you're re-recording over something you didn't mean to, you can always just hit the undo button. And if you're just now getting into music theory and writing chord progressions and stuff, um, I would maybe look into how to write a musical phrase. I might do a video on that. Now that I'm getting some good feedback on my watch time, um, but I'm gonna have to really think about that video before I actually do it. Um, but yeah, let's do some drums real quick. Leave that empty space for a drum fill at the end of the bar. Whoops. Next, I like to get through with the side chaining. I use a side chainer called Duck. It's like $25. It's mad cheap. And see, like, you gotta start with a good foundation, whether it be a melody, a bass line, drums. I don't like starting with drums. I feel like that's a cop out. Because you're supposed to make the drums to the melody of the song, not the other way around. Where's Spice? Percussion loops. Let's see, house top loop. You don't want to clap. No clap. Here, let's do this. It helps if you play it with the beat. And since house percussion is generally the same for every song, I don't put as much effort as I should into my percussion. I mainly focus on melody and the overall theme of the song. Now that is a phrase, if I ever heard one. Now what I like to do is move this to bar 33, and that's going to be the drop. Because if you start with the drop, you don't have to write an epic intro and then get stuck. But what I like to do, I usually bring the percussion in at bar 16, so we'll do that. And take it out a bar before the drop. Bring in the claps. And bring in the snare at bar 25. A lot of people get mad because I paint by numbers, but I mean, really, like, what are you supposed to do? DJ music. And in other genres that aren't dance music, you can be a little more lenient. A big drum fill would be cool there. Drum. Or let's see. Big drum fill. Oh, that'd be cool as a pickup line. So if you ever want to, if you ever want to start a song with a little pickup intro like that, I like moving everything to bar 5. Just make sure when you export the song that you start at bar 5 and not bar 1, or otherwise there will be silence at the intro of your track, and you don't want that. That'll work. Since I put so much time and effort to my melodies, it really doesn't make sense, especially since I write a bunch of songs at once. That's how I kind of cut corners, but I probably shouldn't do that. I know. I know. I know. Just reorganizing the tracks a little bit. You gotta stay organized. And then what I usually do is sometimes I'll write some piano or like a super saw patch or something. Um, but today I'm feeling like a tambourine might be cool after all that low percussion. So we can have something to write to. Let's speed this up. This is the whole reason I got Ableton, y'all. This little button right here, the divided by 2 and times by 2. If you ever want to make something really slow, you hit times by 2, and then it'll start to sound like a rhythm. Shots fired. But we want it to be. We want to delete this. Copy and paste that. And if you're brand new and you have no idea what the heck you're doing, um, music intuition comes with time. That's how I know um, what to add because my ear tells me what to do. My ear and my brain. Um, Let's see if we can make another pluck melody. It might help if I... Oops. Undo. It might help if I recorded enabled. I usually don't go this hard with lead melodies. And if you're also wondering how I get that warm sound in my filters, I just use Pro Q3. I was doing stuff with Massive that made my engineer cry. Like, back in the day, he was like, "How are you doing this?" I was like, "It's just Pro Q3, bro." Okay, now we can start writing the chords. Usually I just copy and paste it from the bass line, but actually being able to play piano is a very useful skill if you want to learn how to produce. Copy and paste the bass line over though, different chords. And I'll show you a trick to do with... Whoa, the delay's going crazy. That'd be a cool build part, dang. Dun, 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 dun. And usually what I'll do, it's called a chord inversion. Pick a note, shift up arrow. Oh, that might be why it's off. And if you ever want to delete an automation, hold the command button while you're clicking, and you can move it. It applies to audio files too. The command button disables the grid. And now we can bring that fill in from earlier. And then what I like to do is do a simplified version of the main melody for the down chorus. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. And again, we're building a musical phrase. We're always building phrases. Now we can grab Pro Q3, make some automations, because we definitely don't want this lead coming in that hot during the build. We want to build suspense, but we want to take it down at the last second. Press Command to slide it off grid, and we're going full blast, filtering it down for the down chorus. The last 2 bars. And we're taking it all the way out there towards the end. Let's hear it, see how it sounds. We need some hi-hats. It's lacking a little bit of high end. Hi-hat loop. And another thing too, if you're a producer or an engineer, um you should be focused on getting the best quality sound in your production before you send it off to a mix engineer, because they can only do so much with whatever you send them. So just keep that in mind. If you have a muddy sounding mix, they're not going to want to do a whole lot because some of them just can't, or they don't care, or they'll say, "Hey, can you do another mix?" Uh, I tell people to get the best mix they can, and they send it to me, and I polish it. And yeah, let's lower some of these hi hats. Banana, pluck's going hard. Ooh, that was kind of cool. It adds velocity. I did that way too fast. There we go. Command J to join files. And I will teach you a trick. So generally, you want to write at least 1 minute and 30 seconds of a new beat, and then you just copy and paste it over, change the arrangement a little bit. Like, we're going to keep the kick drum going in the second half and drop it out during the build. And then we're going to filter the kick drum down during that part, like so. Tambourine could use some delay. I know I've got crazy delay on this project, but I'll fix it later. Quarter note, glorious quarter note. Let's make that ARP a little thinner in case we want to add vocals. And that about does it. The song is right at 3 minutes. If you're interested in any of the little tidbits of information I dropped, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I don't have a lot of students right now. I probably have about 3 students. So if you would like to learn from me, please send me an email. My email is on my link tree. Um, and there we can discuss what you would like to accomplish with your music career and just getting you started as far as making beats goes and just the overall vibe of being a producer. I am going to throw a limiter on this really quick. I definitely would say this isn't my best beat ever. Hey, what happened to L2? Do I even have it on here? Oh, it's right there. And I'll say it again. As a producer, you should be focused on the song and the arrangement. We can worry about mixing and stuff later, because my philosophy is it's not about fixing it in the mix. You're supposed to write it to where it sounds good already. Like, this beat is not mixed. I have some reverb chains, delays, a width setting I never use, but maybe I can do an updated mastering chain video because I did change a few things. But yeah, if you are interested in my services, it's luke.icard, ICARD, at gmail.com. I may get a business phone once I get some steadier income, so that way you can just text it and I will respond. But feel free to reach out. It may take me a while to respond, especially if I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, because that's my quiet time. um, so yeah, check out my website and send me an email. Did I not record this?